Alrighty, everybody. Today I'm excited to interview Michael and to learn about his experience at Cal State Fullerton and all that he's involved in. And saying that, let's kick it off. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Happy to. I'm a startup guy, so I teach it, I preach it, I invest in it. I've committed much of my current life to it in my sort of fourth evolution.
And I know you're more than just a startup guy, right? I think you were an SBI client, a mentor for the program, and also part of the board. Is that right?
Yeah, so, and more than that, I started out as a client back in, when was it? I think it was like 2010, something back quite a while ago. And I needed some help for my franchise company. Hired a team of Cal State Fullerton students. The professor was JJ. And after the project was over with the SBI, he asked me to be a mentor in his class. I turned him down about 82 times. He's a very persistent guy, and I agreed and had a great time. So I mentored for seven seven semesters in a row, and then I actually after that I started an incubator, and I felt that I enjoyed the mentoring process so much. I wanted to do it every day instead of Thursday night. So I sold my company that I had been running for almost 30 years. Sold the company, kept the building I had bought back in 2000, and turned it into a business incubator. Had as many as 29 startups at one time going on. So yeah, I'm definitely an entrepreneur, and at the same time teamed up with Dr. David Opsfeld, and he and I created a course, Lean, in the 400 series. I think they call it 410 maybe now. I forgot whatever it was, but we did that for 5 semesters, and then I left. I teach business at the business school at Irvine Valley College. I'm still on the board Center for Entrepreneurship at Cal State Fullerton, and I work at Cal State Fullerton at the SBDC at the Irvine campus. So yeah, there's a lot of contact.
So you talked a little bit about, JJ asking you quite a few different times to come mentor the program. Why did you decide to end up, giving it the shot and becoming a mentor?
Well, as silly as it may sound, I find that entrepreneurs are thirsty for knowledge. For the most part, they listen. My kids at home didn't listen. Very rarely do you listen to your parents. So when I found an eager group that would actually listen and value my 50 years of experience instead of blowing me off because I'm, the parent, it felt pretty doggone good. And I enjoyed it and joined the process. I had one team that I mentored in the SBI competition, got third in the nation that year. So that was pretty cool.
Wow, third in the nation for the SBI competition. That's definitely something to be proud of. And I think that's one of the best parts about being an SBI client is not only do you get insight from the students, but also great advice from mentors like you with this vast knowledge in the business world. And would you say that being a mentor has helped you in your life? I mean, it looks like it did so much that you even started your own consulting or incubator, right?
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, I ran Fast Start Studio for 8 years. And then I had one startup that wanted the whole building, all 4,000 feet. And so after sitting behind the same desk for 17 years, I moved out and I moved onto campus at Cal State Fullerton, the Irvine campus, and joined the SBDC, where I can continue to mentor some of my fast start companies and, of course, hundreds of new companies. That's what I do for the SBDC, is I mentor for business. So you can see it changed my life. I mean, I went from being the CEO of my own company to helping others become founders, CEOs, CMOs of companies, and sort of improving our community one startup at a time. And I truly believe.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, before joining Cal State Fullerton's program, I didn't understand the value of a mentor. I never really had one before. And after the program, I see it as almost essential. I mean, how important do you think it is to have a mentor?
So before all of the story that I told you, when I was in my corporate life, especially in big companies, I always was lucky enough to have a. And even after I started my company, had an incredible mentor. And I innately, I know the value of having someone who has been there, done that, sitting and standing right next to you, helping you to chart that course. And so much so, the only way I could say thank you to you. And unfortunately, almost every mentor that I've ever had has passed away. At my age, they were older, and nobody lives that long. So the only way I could, sort of thank them was by honoring what they did for me for someone else. And maybe it's karma, pay back, pay it forward. I mean, put any label on it that you want. To me, it's very important in my life to give back. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Great. That was pretty much all the questions I had for us. Do you want to add anything else maybe about some of the other experiences?
Yeah, I'm often asked, I do a lot of speaking. I'm on the board of directors. I'm the vice chair for TCVN, which is Tech Coast Venture Network. 35-year-old nonprofit organization dedicated to support and education of entrepreneurs in Orange County. So, been working with over 2,000 entrepreneurs in my time there. And I'm often asked, what bit of advice would I give an entrepreneur, somebody starting or having the passion? There's a lot of advice, but one thing that I would say. So, well, let me make it different. Let me give you two things. All right, today's the daily special. We're going to give you two for the price of one. So, one is solve a problem, right? Don't have this great idea that you woke up in the middle of the night or in your shower and you had this wonderful idea. That's not it. That's not what you should build. You should only build things that solve problems, serious problems that people have. And that's how you become successful, by fulfilling a need. And that's where the second part of this bit of advice comes in. And I've seen it so many times. So important that don't fall in love with your product. Fall in love with the problem. If you fall in love with what you've built, your product, you cease to evolve. You cease to continually improve it. But if you fall in love with the problem, you never give up improving and finding better and better and better solutions. And that's what it's all about, finding elegant solutions for big problems. And that's what I would tell all entrepreneurs at any stage, at any age.
Beautifully said. I appreciate you helping out in the mentorship program and all that you do at Cal State Fullerton. We definitely need some more people like you.
Old people.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a place for us all, Alex. Thank you for that, though. Much appreciated. Best of luck with your project. Hope I could help here. And, anytime you need me, you know where to find me. All right.
Thanks, Michael. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
Signing off.